All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Number 31 is our focus, making his Double-A debut in this one, so this is probably an exciting day for him.
Well, I'm sure it is, but he knows he's got a long road ahead of him to the major leagues. He wasn't a top draft pick, so he likely won't be on the fast track to the show. Unless, of course, he starts really putting up big numbers in the minor leagues. Still, I know this organization has said they were happy to get a chance to draft him, so maybe they feel he could blossom into a solid player someday. Takes a lot of hard work, resiliency, and determination to make it to the big leagues. His journey starts today, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Michael Lord comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Michael Lord.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. EK are visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in a real funk to start the year, still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, both of these teams come into the series riding losing streaks. So the good news, someone's going to get back in the win column here. Other than that, not a whole lot of good to report for either side.
Alfonso Velez will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call, 1 away. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Yeah, and you know, there's no more valuable weapon for a pitcher to have than the ability to miss bats. And while time will tell if this prized prospect develops into a strikeout pitcher, he can now celebrate his first at this level no matter what.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
This is a lineup that features so many young kids on this team, and generally you know you're going to have to live with their mistakes, but what you do is you ride that youth and enthusiasm to each victory.
2 balls,
2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Fielded cleanly and safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall. Hitting with...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Bob Cavazos strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Bob Cavazos.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one. With a moment now, let's check out the Fisher Cats on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it to the shortstop, or actually anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Third baseman.
Travis Libby will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday.
0-1.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Cesar Baroa digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Hudson giving chase. 1 out.
Now batting. Center fielder.
Michael Lord will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's always big when you get your leadoff guy on to start a game like that, because that just wakes up the whole team from the very beginning.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
Hit hard on the ground to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. Second baseman. Alfonso.
Digging in to try
Velez.
it again. Alfonso Velez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Right fielder. Lonnie.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lonnie Fader is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. It's a swinging bunt up the line. A barehanded pickup in time.
Oh, what a play.
So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. The Fisher Cats lead it. Felipe Arellano set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. To first, Richard scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting. First baseman.
David Fernandez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Nope.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Hey, here we go.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Now batting, the
Bob
shortstop.
Cavazos stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. In there at the knees, strike one. Hit high and deep to right center. Hashimoto going back to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, back-to-back well-hit balls are going to get him a run right here. You've got one runner already at second following the double. And he's just going to switch places with him out there as this ball winds up off the wall, and they're getting some good swings right now.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Striding into the box, Travis Libby. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now.
Now batting,
In now, Cesar Baroa. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Here we go.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And he's really going to have to fight now.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. The Fisher Cats are out in front. Michael Lord will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Ball that's outside.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball
No offer
inside.
on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch.
now
Oh,
batting,
nice catch.
second baseman.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit
Alfonso
very hard, so he's got to
Valera.
cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
One down here, fellas.
Stepping in now, Alfonso Velez. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Flipped out the other way toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second
Now
out.
batting, right fielder.
Lonnie Fader will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Felipe Arellano gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
Got him.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just
Now
look
batting.
lost up there.
First baseman, David Fernandez.
Digging in and looking for more, David Fernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Very weakly on the ground. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting,
Bob Cavazos steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Richard is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We're through 6 full. The Fisher Cats lead it 3-2. Josh Baker steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Hey, no one down here.
Chopped in front of home plate. Liriano has it, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Third baseman, number 8.
Travis Libby will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. This is line to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game, so now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get his guys into position to win this ball game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Fisher Cats can't get enough of that name. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Trenton Thunder and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Jorge Ramos strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Trenton, second baseman, Jorge Ramos.
Grounded back up the middle to his left, Dobbins, and a good throw gets him one gone. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit out towards second. Chavez over to his left. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with that, let's check out the Fisher Cats on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, one place you don't want to hit it is to the third baseman. Absolute vacuum down there. He's got great range. Some of the plays I've seen him make, absolutely ridiculous.
Richard is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Barry Whitney will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he is in there. Ryan Tapia will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping him out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Dobbins backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Jim Moore is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Peter Broadway will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Make your pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Devin Lind will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Harry Walker will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. and he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Jorge Ramos stands in as he looks at ball one here.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Carrera on the run. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap.
No run, no run.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Keith Wright comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Hudson racing back. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Now batting,
Rudy Cortez in now. Hopped out in his first trip. Sends that one out of play for strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One out and a runner on second base. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Drilled on the ground to short. Dobbins is up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
the right fielder, number 15.
Digging in to try it again, Barry Whitney. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Ball one, no strike.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left out.
Hey, no out.
Ryan Tapia is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Hudson comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Shortstop.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right here.
Moore.
Jim Moore will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's got to hurt. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. In the dirt, and now let's see. Goes to third with it, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. The 1-0 pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, way to get dirty. It's there. He got him.
Oh, what a play.
Harry Walker is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Out in front of it, strike 1.
Gotta hold him right here. Let's go. Let's go.
And he lays off for ball 1.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number. Jorge Ramos heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Third baseman number
Heath
7.
Wright stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. In there at the knees, strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rudy
Skied into straightaway right. Hashimoto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Barry Whitney steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Whitney.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Thunder are on top, 4-2. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
11 hits.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.